Happy Draftmas, everybody. The day has come. You are in the Sportsocracy. I'm Tank Spencer. He's at ESPN draft nerd Jeremy Greene.
Oh, Draftmas tree. Oh, Draftmas tree.
And it is time for the greatest of all traditions, the final mock draft. This is the official entry into the media contest for Jeremy Greene.
This is the one. Arizona's a team I feel really good about. Looking at their team needs, the board lays out nicely because to me, you need an edge. You need to walk out of this weekend with a cornerback. And the subsidiary needs, I'd like to have an offensive tackle, an interior defensive lineman, and wide receiver. Good thing is, I feel like one of those is going to fall in their lap at 23, and there's one specifically that I know they've talked to, I know they like, and I think he'll be sitting there right for the picking.
Well, at that pick at number 23 overall tonight, you could hear the name George Karlaftis, the edge rusher out of Purdue.
I love this kid. The knocks on him throughout the process don't make a lot of sense to me. I think the upside on him is very similar to Kayvon Thibodeau, would be an immediate Chandler Jones replacement. I think he's very ready to play as a pass rusher right off the jump. Hasn't been playing football for that long, so a lot of raw. But can come in, play right away, do what Arizona needs, and would be a great piece to be sitting there at 23.
On day 2, pick 55 in the second round, you got him taking Breece Hall, the running back out of Iowa State.
I'm not going to lie. If there was a way to bet who the first team to take a running back would be, I would put my house on the Arizona Cardinals.
Despite the fact that they just paid James Conner.
It doesn't matter. You need two. The system needs two. And to me, you need one that's a little more multiple than James Conner. He does one thing very well. I need somebody that's more all around. That's why I prefer Breece Hall or James Cook as opposed to a Kenneth Walker or a Zamir White or somebody like that.
So Breece Hall, the replacement to Chase Edmonds, who is now in Miami. The third round, they have pick 87 overall. Cordale Flott, cornerback out of LSU.
No player in the process has risen more than Cordale Flott, and it's because people watch the tape, realize that LSU was an absolute dumpster fire, and if you took away the fact that he needs to eat 17 cheeseburgers a day, every day for the next 3 years, there's really not a lot of knock on him. Technique's good, footwork's good. I think he can play early. Might have to hide him in the slot initially, but projects to be a back-end 1, high-end 2, and you get him here in the third round. Mainly because of weight issues. I think if he was 20 pounds heavier, he would probably go in the middle to early part of day 2.
Cardinals are going to sit out the early part of day 3, but you have 5 picks in the 6th and the 7th rounds.
You can see the picks on the screen right here. 2 players I want to talk about. Jequez McMillan, obviously, player that I know reasonably well, playing for the Fighting Mike Houstons. Very multiple, very modern type of NFL secondary player. Just a player you're going to have to work with. He is raw. Some teams see him as a safety, some see him as a corner. And another is Brock Purdy. Look for them to take a quarterback at some point. I had it as E.J. Perry for the longest time. Now I'm hearing he could go as early as Friday to some team in the third round. Meteoric rise. I really like the kid. Brock Purdy, to me, one of the great value quarterbacks in this draft, would be a nice fit with Arizona as a developmental piece.
We will be covering every pick of the NFL draft live in the Ingles Studio here in the Sportsocracy. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can get into the chat with us all 3 days.
I'm speaking this fast right now. Join us for the mock draft. I might have smoke coming out of my ear, or for the live draft, I might have smoke coming out of my ears by Saturday. Instant analysis, instant team grades. We'll be doing my expansion draft. That's an interesting concept we were going to do last year, implementing it this year. We're going to drink beers, tell jokes. This will be a lot like sitting around a bar watching it with your buddies with no risk of a DUI.
Indeed. We always come to you from the Ingles Studio. Ingles Supermarkets, low prices, love the savings. I'm Tank Spencer. He's Jeremy Greene. Woo-hoo. We will see you tonight.